All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, 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 Kal Lao Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles, the great millstone. Honors and salutations to bishops, elders, all you brothers that's laboring in this truth and sincerity. All right, serving Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This show, I'm gonna call it simply Isaiah 32 and 9. You know, because came right straight to my mind because we in a time of judgment that hasn't changed, man. And the thing is that judgment's going to increase, like the Lord said. He's going to let judgment's going to run like rivers in the street, man. Like you see a flood, like they had in Portugal last week. I guess a winery or whatever had so many thousands, millions of thousands of liters of wine burst or whatever. Man, it was like it was a river of wine. It was just flowing all the way down the hill. There's a whole bunch of like it just shit looked like almost blood. It was the grapes from the wine, the blood of the grapes or whatever, the wine flowing all the way down. Well, that's how judgment's coming. The Most High is bringing nothing but judgment, man. Here it is. You got what happened in what was that Libya, if I'm not mistaken. You had the earthquakes that happened over there, Morocco. All right, you got people that's dying, dropping dead from the jabby jab, and you got serial killers. Man, the Most High, listen, man, and the scriptures say there be spirits that are created for vengeance. But when I seen this article, Isaiah 32 and 9 came to mind, so I'm gonna read it. It said models, plural, more than one, found dead in luxury LA homes just days apart as anguished families seek answers. And get used to this, man. It's going to be the norm. It's not nothing nice coming. 2 models have been found dead in their luxury apartments in downtown Los Angeles, just 2 days apart and less than a mile from each other. Right? A mile from each other. And one of the late woman's families fear that there is a killer on the loose. There's killers on the loose. First of all, the devil, the so-called white man, been on the loose, man. How the hell you thought you were safe? But see, he gassed up these hoes, right? And that's what most of all these hoes are strippers. That's why they put stripper poles in their houses, and they're a bunch of strippers or whatever. At the end of the day, a bunch of whores, right? And that's the curses. The Lord said that they were going to, be whores in the streets. But now there's a judgment because see, they've been walking out here in their pride and their shame, all right? And the pride of the black woman them went beyond the roof, man. All right, went beyond the stratosphere, man. They just, you can't tell these black women. When I say the black woman, that represents all the tribes. The fucking Puerto Rican, you had the fucking Puerto Rican chick. She ain't look so proud the other day, and I think it was the Bronx. She was at where she had a daycare, and I guess they had, pounds or whatever fentanyl, and some of the kids got a hold of it, and the 1-year-old died. The other ones is in the hospital. They gonna serve that bitch. Because a lot of these bitches, they think that they like nothing's not gonna happen to them. Cause they got nice setup, they got daycares, they making money, they got other hustles and everything. Cause this is their world. But guess what? This world is coming to an end. So that's why these things are happening, man. Judgment is coming. All right, judgment is catching up to these hoes, man. I'm a little fucking pissed off too, cause there's others, but that's all right. There's other, whatever, man. It says 2 models have been found dead in their luxury apartments in downtown LA 2 days and less than a mile from each other. And one of the late woman's families feared that there is a killer on the loose. It said her name. She was found in her apartment on Grand Avenue after police responded to a call from relatives who couldn't reach her since September 10th. It said her death is not being investigated as a homicide, citing the coroner, in other words, the medical examiner, right? But her family told the news that her bed was found bloody. This is senseless, and I want some answers because my daughter is gone, and that's not fair. I want everybody to find out who did this to her. Well, it's gonna be so much death. This is the beginning. We keep telling you, all right? In a lot of these areas, you're not gonna be able to have, like you had, what was it? A year or two ago, you had different police departments, whole police departments shutting down. Man, everybody is catching hell. They're getting stressed out and pushed to the limit, and the devil is coming down with great wrath, and the Most High is allowing everything to be sparked up, man. So there's going to be more deaths, more deaths, more deaths. And this is judgment against all those who, especially against those who wickedly rebel against the orders and the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We've been telling you for the longest that this was going to happen. You see? It says 2 days later, another chick, Melissa Mooney, was found dead in her Bunker Hill apartment on on September 12th. Her death is being investigated as a homicide. It's unclear if they're linked. It says she was a real estate agent, which a lot of these women, they think they blowing up. They real estate, they got the bag, all right? But guess what? You don't realize that y'all been set up by this devil, man. And then that's why you feel that you're better than men. That's why you try to sit there and act like a man, right? You got all this freedom. But look, there's a price to pay for all of that rebellion, because that's all it is, man. And the scriptures say rebellion. It says, it's unclear if the two deaths are linked. It said, Mooney, a real estate agent, stopped responding to texts and calls from her worried family. When a week went by, they knew something was off. They said her messages weren't delivering and we knew something was up. Well, this is a real thing. There's going to be a lot more people, a lot more of these women, especially these women, because they walk in their pride. They sit there, they out there roaming the streets. You know, they got their pistol permits and this, that, and the third. So they be thinking that they tough, they can protect themselves. I don't need a man. You know that I don't need a man type demon. And me and this other brother knew a couple of women like that. They was up in the gym doing all this and that. And guess what? The Lord put a cold-blooded spirit on a nigga that just blundered. And she was a pretty thing, nice looking thing, whatever, right? But nonetheless, she was of this world. And man, she died a horrible death. This dude bludgeoned her to death. Like she was fighting for her life, trying to fight him off, trying to crawl. He was broke, fractured faces, bones. It was horrible. Which, that's the judgment though, man. That's what's coming. And there's going to be more brutality, happening to these women and these whole ass niggas too. But right now we talking about these wicked ass. Matter of fact, Isaiah 32:9, I believe I got it on deck somewhere. Yes, we do. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. And see these women that's into all this modeling, real estate agent, they on these yachts, some of the Instagram models or this and that, they deck themselves all up, right? You can't tell them nothing, man. They walking around here in pride. They don't got, a lot of them are fucking dykes, right? You know what I'm saying? And so now the Lord is talking about how careless they are, because these women are extremely careless, man. They don't think that nothing's going to happen for them, for their pride, their attitude, They don't think, but now things are happening, and that's when they shit get serious, man. Psalms 110:3, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing. So it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. What's the speech? The prophets, the men of the Most High. These women ain't trying to listen to the true men of the Lord, man. They said, F them niggas, y'all faggots, I do what I want to do, blah, blah, my body, all that bullshit, feminist bullshit, man. And that's not going to save you, man. When the Most High put the spirit out there on a motherfucker to get you, you going to get got. All right? Because you ain't got no protection. And that's why a man is going to, the scripture says, I'll make a man more precious than the fine gold of Ophir, right? So let me go to the first verse, all right? Isaiah 32:1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness. Not talking about the so-called white man. That's another problem. All these women, they worship the so-called white man because he gives them all these goodies. He gives them freedom to be the biggest whores on the planet. You can sit there and make just talk shit and trap up your men, get your men locked up. Take their children from them, bring them to the child support court, right? Basically, they're agents of Satan. So as long as these women are sitting up there oppressing other niggas, simple-minded niggas, who's all in love, worshiping the black woman as if she's a god, all right, when she's nothing more than a damn demon, man, a low-level devil, man, all right, a groupie for Satan. That's what these hoes are. They Satan's groupies, man, and they will do anything. So now the Lord's saying a king shall reign in righteousness. We know that's not talking about they master, the so-called white man. That's talking about the Lord, Yahweh Shai. And princes shall rule in judgment. That's the men of the Lord. And the man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. You see, when shit breaks out, 'cause these women are all tough. If somebody comes sitting there spraying the crowd and pulling out guns. These women look to run to a man. Anytime a woman is in trouble, she talk all this shit, start shit or whatever. Then she's going running, calling her brother, calling her boyfriend or whatever simple nigga or come Captain Save-A-Hole nigga that'll come to her rescue. And now a lot of times niggas be meeting they fate up there being a Captain Save-A-Hole. Captain Save-A-Hole niggas been getting killed a lot too. Because why? You can't stand in the way of the Lord's judgment, man. See, y'all don't understand. Y'all think it's a personal act we got to grind. The Most High is grinding y'all, man. Okay? It says, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. The storm is here. As rivers of water in a dry place as the shadow. And these hoes are looking more and more thirsty. But guess what? A lot of y'all going to get that access denied. All right? As a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Because, see, all that pride and haughty, the scriptures tell you in the 3rd chapter how haughty y'all are, that's just going to be a thing of the past. But it says, many days, verse 10, jumping down to the 10th verse, many days and years shall you be troubled. So this is what's happening. Yeah, there's killers out there. There's angels, there's spirits out there. First of all, the scriptures tell you the issues of death belonging to the Lord. All right, and this is all paid back. All this hoism, you know, these women walking around doing men dirty, laughing about it, you know. All this stupid ratchet ass behavior, feminist, nasty ass act. Look, that's all coming to an end. Many days and years, verse 10, shall you be troubled, ye careless woman. The Lord keeps saying, ye careless woman. For the vintage shall fail. Yeah, all the goodies, all them nice checks that you have, man. Where you pushing these big whips, flying all over the world. These women are living it up. You know, getting the top gig, buying $50,000 fucking pocketbooks or whatever the fuck that shit costs, right? It says the vintage shall fail and the gathering shall not come. So shit is tightening up. All right? Tremble, and you should be afraid. All right? The Most High gonna break that pride, because these women still put on that proud look. And, but what, you ain't got, man, motherfucker gonna have a free food, man. You ain't gonna have nothing, a motherfucker thing to say, man. The Lord is bringing judgment down, man. Fuck all that shit, man. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. These scriptures is here for a reason, man. Because you women been having an easy life. All right? Screwing over niggas. You know, having multiple baby daddies, fucking them all over. Having them getting locked up in jail. While you ride off in the sunset on another nigga's dick. All right? And then you do the same thing to that nigga. Because he don't know, like the scriptures say, he don't know that dead bodies in between your legs, man. Dead bodies, abortions, dead semen from multiple niggas, man. So the Lord said, what? You women are at ease. Because why? You don't get, the white man allows you in this society to get away with that stuff. But now, that's all right. Because now look what's happening. It says, be troubled, ye careless ones. This is the Lord saying, strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Y'all love wearing these, what do you call it, these designer, all this designer, you know, label whores, right? Y'all love that, man, right? It says, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Yeah, that meaning all of the, before they was getting all these checks and making, they're still, you know, some of y'all still doing good. And that's why they'll hear the prophecy, the prophets talk shit about the men of the Lord, F y'all, this, that, and the thing. I'm talking about the black woman, the women of our nation, the Latino woman, the and the Native American Indian women, they ain't no different neither. So the Seminole Indian bitches, the different tribes amongst God, because why? Because they all follow after the black woman, you know, after Eve. But this is what this is talking about, man. All right, and so that's why you got incidents such as where we at over here. All right, this is what happened to these women. You know, they look pretty, right? This is, you know, they all flashy, got all the, you know, and a lot of times they looking down on niggas. You see, but this is what's happening, man. This is what happened. Yeah, look, see, not no more. Here 1 minute. And that's why the scripture say beauty is, not to say that this is beauty, because where the hell is her body at, right? It's crazy. But anyway, the point is they chase vanity, right? That's what people prioritize and idolize and uphold to, is vanity. Because look, here it is, you did all this stuff and you lived whatever life, lived life the way you wanted to, so to speak, in wickedness, and now you're gone. Okay, but this is a judgment from the Lord, man. You know, the dude said, I couldn't recognize her. Talk about a dead body. Her Aunt May Stevens said, I believe it was murder. I really do. One of her legs was up in the air in a kicking position. That's not somebody who just laid in their bed and died. See? That's crazy. That's crazy, man. You know, and that's the judgment. And Barakatah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know? She said the death just didn't look right into us. Didn't look right how she was positioned. She was even unrecognizable as if she'd been beaten. And that's happened because a lot of times these women, what was it, Brick Lady? Which I think she supposedly had lied, which figured, because I'm like, man, who the fuck would even waste who in their right mind? You could be high on PCP, marijuana, fentanyl. You ain't got, that wasn't no desirable chick to go, you know? And then when you gonna throw a brick at, you know, if anything, they probably thought it was a monster. But anyway, you know, you hear this, I believe that was a whole lie that she perpetrated to try to get motherfuckers again. Listen, man, you niggas don't realize these black women do not love you. They're not with you. All right, don't let them fool you, man. All right. Now, if it be peaceably, possible to live peaceably all day. I mean, if the Most High give like a brother, a woman that's decent, but even still, your guard should always be up, man, because these women are Satan, man. All right, they're Satan, man. At the end of the day, and you got the niggas that just keep falling for that shit, man. They you know, somebody was telling me a story the other day. Super simp ass nigga. He found his woman or wife or whatever cheating or whatever, and the dude she was cheating with, she was trying to have him shoot the nigga and this, that, and the third. And then he got out of that situation. Then just for her to come saying she want to come back to him, and he I forgive her, and you know, all like that's the type of niggas that's not gonna make it, man. It's not gonna make it, man. You know, it's not gonna make it. But anyway, this is a little quick hit on the judgment that came down from the Lord.